3.
Don't with your mother's lips. Sorry.
Don't.
He's doing a lucrative tip. Now he's got to cut the whole thing.
Yeah, man, we on the podcast. I was trying not to curse right there. That's why sound like Jazz for the basketball game when you don't know how to make a decision. But still, man.
All right, so are we limiting the foul language or the use of language up here?
Just me personally. Y'all can do what y'all want. Don't matter to me.
What?
Nanigamo kutikita.
We can have other forms of content for that at some point. I mean, me personally, like I said, y'all can do what y'all want.
Nah, bro. I'm team leader. If you don't want to say,
y'all are grown. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all can do what y'all want. I'm telling you.
You know, funny thing with that little mess up right there, when I was in high school my senior year, there was this girl, twin sisters, Emma and Lauren Appleby. Yeah, they were. I want to say it was definitely Emma. Emma was like, "You can't go one day without cursing." I'm like, "Guess I can." And she was like, "I'm like, what?" She said, "You just did it." I said, "Yes, I can." She's like, "No, that's not what you said." So like, me and her made a little better, whatever, and it was like anytime I got ready to curse, she was right there. And I'm like, the mountains sure look friggin' awesome right now. Whatever. Just trying to stop myself from. But can you imagine being around the boys or whatever, and they're like, "Why you like nigga? Say it with your chest."
I've been on the.
You know what I mean?
I've been on the opposite end of that, trying to, man, punk ass nigga. Why you start cursing for? And getting older, just realizing, there's a reason why people may do this. It sounds A, more professional. B, may just want to limit your foul language. And C, you can go to different crowds and you can be at least digested by different audiences and whatnot, so you can seem like a professional. Or at least you don't have to say bitch or nigga every other word. And you can have more language that's in your repertoire.
You know what's crazy about that? When I at work, they'll be like, one dude will be like, "Oh, there's no coffee in the coffee machine." I'll be like, "Darn!" They'll be like, everyone will be like, "Damn!" I'm like, yo, these niggas cussing.
Lucrative tip of the day.
Yes, here.
Don't be afraid to leave where you're from, and don't be afraid to leave the area to explore job opportunities. 2, always read your contracts.
Woo!
Always read your contracts.
That's a fucking big one. Miss out on money doing that shit.
Read your contracts, dog.
Lucrative tip number 3.
Don't be afraid to start. And it's going to be a long journey, but it's a part of the journey. You may, depends on who you are, get a quicker jolt than others, but it's still going to be a road to get where you want to be. Lucrative tips of the day. Now, main topic, aka showrunner, I want to best upon you peoples is, would you rather be famous and want the credit for fame and credit, or would you want your actual compensation for your services for a project that you've been a part of? Excuse me.
It depends where I'm at. Like when I was 20, I probably would have wanted both, but I still would have even if I had the money from whatever the fuck I did, I would still want some credit. Like, that's me, you know what I'm saying? But now I would be like, just give me the money, man. Just give me the money. Go buy a Porsche or something, you know? Fuck about it.
I'm kind of. Damn, I had an answer, and then once really being hit with this question, actually hearing it, you really start to think. Both of y'all know Quincy Jones?
Yes, sir. Legendary, iconic.
All right. I bet money you've seen or you at least heard hundreds of his projects and just didn't know that he was part of it. From Tom and Jerry to Scooby-Doo to Michael Jackson's Bad Video.
Oh.
Like
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. Like Tom and Jerry, a lot of stuff. Like he's been a part of a whole lot behind the scenes helping.
The difference between him and some other people you may mention is his resume is so vast, it don't even matter to a point he got to say all the stuff he's been a part of.
Now, hold on. But that's my point. He's done the work to, like, not have to worry about the fame and everything. He is credited and well known within the community if you've done your research and, are, I don't want to say paying homage or paying homage, however you pronounce it, but, you're following where those guidelines have already been met out and set out for you. Like, if I'm someone on that potential level, someday that'd be incredible, like, but no one's touching Quincy, I'm just saying. Then, just... I'd rather at the very end, or at least when I'm getting closer to the end, know that I'd rather my fame. I'd rather my fame than, like, hey, I did this shit here, motherfucker, near the end versus in the now. Like, because in the now, I need the funds to be making it so I can keep doing what I love doing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know what I mean? Because at the end, like, people like recognizing you after you're dead. No. If I'm like, because any day is, guaranteed, or, excuse me, no, every day is not guaranteed. It's like I could die tomorrow or something. I could die pulling out this lot, God forbid or whatever. But, in those instances, you remember them while they're dead or whatever. But, gratefully, God blesses me with a longer life like he already has, a short, long life. But let's say I'm in my 50s, whatever, and I've already written so many songs for so many people or written so many films, I want there to be at least, something or at least one event, where I'm saying where, like, if it's not only me, let it be a collective of heroes that, did something in the similar field as me. You know what I mean? Like,
You said heroes, you mean like Captain America? It's like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah. You don't think Chris Evans is going to get his shot? Like, bruh, this man is playing Buzz Lightyear
like Subway
in this generation. See, knock and smack equals even that. That's a sub, not a hero. Similar. No, anyway. That shit is never leaving this podcast, man.
Inside jokes are the best.
Hell yeah, I love it.
You gotta keep them inside.
I mean, look, inside jokes are just as good as the ones for the culture. Inside jokes. But nah, like,
and it's only select that are for the squad.
Hell yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, you get, like, why I said, I want those funds now so I can keep doing what I'm doing so, like, later on I can embrace the fame.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the fame now, especially because, like, look at all the young child prodigies and teen prodigies and young adults, whatever, that, like, always have everyone following them. If I'm keeping myself, like, low-key, like, people, like, honestly, like, when you listen to a song, how likely are you to look at who wrote the song versus, how it sounds, when it was made, the beats that are sampled into it. There are so many other things that play dividends versus, for you listening to the song,
Yeah.
To get to who wrote it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
I never know who wrote
exactly.
it.
Like, there's a song that, damn, who wrote it? Someone, I just saw a video about it. It was like someone had wrote, it was a very beautiful song, but they had wrote it a couple years ago. No, matter of fact, no. I forgot who wrote Slow Motion, but, oh my God, who fucking wrote this song? The song that Trey Songz sings, I just want to see you dance in slow motion. Like, that song. There's another artist that actually wrote that years before or whatever, and they had to give it to him to sing. I can't remember who the artist was that said it, but, like, I saw it recently, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's fucking tight. But anyway, just even shit in that ballpark. Like, and I feel like this person didn't really start getting well known in the music community as a singer until he actually put more music out there. Until he had one big, like, really, really big hit or whatever. And it was just then, like, you go back and realize, like, oh, this motherfucker did this song and this shit sold however many million or billion. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because, like, when they look back and see how much I've done, then it's like they can't take that away from me. Like, damn, all these years he was doing what he was doing. He was wondering, oh, how he got this, how he do that. Oh, that's how, because he was smart about how he was doing it. He didn't let the fame control his life, and I don't want that. Like, as an artist, if you're putting something out there, then of course, enjoy it. I really just don't want, if I'm ever blessed to have that kind of lifestyle, I don't really want it to get, to my head. Hey, y'all know me, I get in my head a lot. Or at least I did. Excuse me, we're not going to talk about previous bad behavior.
Well, only way to improve is to know where your shortcomings were beforehand and not make the same mistakes going forward. That's why mental health is your mental health specifically is the most important thing in life, because if you don't take care of yourself, then ain't nobody else gonna be able to take care of you, or you're not gonna be able to help anybody else however you are as a person, or vice versa.
I want to create to inspire, to push other people the way my inspirations have pushed me.
Stuff. However, you got to get to a point where you're dropping and releasing. That's when people are able to actually see what you're doing and you're not just hearing words fly.
Yeah, but exactly, you got to drop something that actually matters and means something.
Very true.
Not even like if it's just to you. What do you have that's really gonna pull in the masses? What kind of conversation can you engage somebody with? Like, for example, we have a lot of conversations up here that on the back end, I think about on my ride home, like, damn, that's a very fucking valid point. Or, it was a weak point. Like, we could have pushed that a little more and, like, really pushed the envelope on that. Like, we could have made that so much deeper, whatever. But there's things you think of afterwards. So, like you said, acknowledge before where your shortcomings were and adapt. Move on from it. Utilize it.
Yeah. So, and from my point of view anyway, once I achieve the success I'm going to achieve, of course, up front, I'm going to want the bread and the money, because when creatives create, they fall short in getting their financial compensations up front, and that's why they always end up broke or end up complaining, because either before they were creating, they were kind of, a little simpy on the front, or just not overt and knowing how to claim what's yours. They weren't direct. That too, and they don't know the business as well, so they fall short in the grasp of getting the money.
All right. That being said, if I wrote a song, right, and Zoe performed it, and let's say he made $1.6 million, right? What's my earnings in that? Granted, I sold it to him, but he wouldn't have got that much money if it wasn't my song.
Do you get your rights?
I was saying, like, yeah, I have my rights to my song.
And what's in the contract?
No, I'm just asking you, like, hypothetically, how much would you say?
If you sold him the record and he puts it out, he makes his money off of it. If the contract doesn't say, if the contract doesn't say that you earn such and such from this record, you ain't getting nothing but that payment up front. Now, once you're negotiating and you say in the contract, hey, I get this from the record once it does whatever it does, then that's when you're going to get your bread back. And if you don't get it from however they're distributing it on the artist, and then that's when you take them to court if it's an issue, or you just hit them up and probably they'll end up like, oh, my bad, boom. But if you don't put in your contract, you're not getting it. Plain and simple.
You do what you sign off on.
It'll just be a work for hire, and you get your bread, and then he does what he does. He gets 1.6 million. He's out of here. And he may hit you back, he may not. But you can't complain afterwards if you didn't say in the contract, hey, this is my record. Yeah, but you sold your record, so it's my record now. Okay. I performed it. You wrote it, but I performed it, and now it's mine. I'm making this recurring. Funds are gonna feed me forever, and you get that upfront payment.
See, because here's my thing, right? A song is and I'm mixed on this. A song can be sung by several different people, and it'll have a different meaning for someone else. Like, for example, let's say instead of Charlie Puth, it was Khalifa. It was Chris Brown. It was Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Two already very well-known and established artists, you know what I mean, who've worked together before. Yeah, a few times, actually. But you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people love Chris. You know what I mean? I believe he could do the song. But how Charlie does it to me, like if you've heard the solo version of just Charlie singing it, I could listen to that all day. It makes me feel differently than I could imagine feeling if someone else sung it. You know what I mean? Like, this other person can do good with it. Like, one of my favorite songs, I got it tatted on me. Please Remember Me. It was originally done and written by Rodney Cowell and a couple others. He sung it in like 1991. Tim McGraw sung it either late 90s, early 2000s. Kenneth Smith has sung it. Daniel Bradbury has sung it. But my personal opinion, no one is touching that song like Scotty McCreery has. Like, every time I hear that rendition of it, it gives me goosebumps. And his version is what I got tatted on me. It's still the same lyrics or whatever as Rodney Cowell's, of course, but like in Tim McGraw's version, it's powerful. But Scotty's, it gives me a different feel for it. It makes me feel like, you know, I'm still connected to the ones I lost. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times it does fall on the artist too to actually bring that out. Because what if you write a song that can do that, but that artist doesn't, you know, bring it like they could have, should have, would have, could have. You know what I mean?
True. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I'm like, where does that line fall? Because the writer himself has to entrust what he's writing is gonna make that kind of money, but the artist himself has to know that he's gonna do that song justice. You know what I mean?
But the artist has to have the money to afford as well.
And also that works on a few levels, because what if the lyrics to a song are like, "Oh, I'm hitting on a girl at a bar," right? If Trey Songz sung that, we all understand he's talking to a woman at the bar. But if Chris Brown says that line, it's like, what does he mean by that? I'm hitting on her at the club. I'm hitting on her at the bar.
I fucking hate this man, bro.
I'm hitting on her in the club.
I'm hitting on her in the club.
I'm hitting on her all the way home. And I'm like,
I gave her a shot of Ciroc.
You gave her a shot? A shot of...
Gave her a shot of Ciroc. Now I'm up the block. Ooh.
Yo, so got me with the ooh. Ooh. But yeah, man, like, bro, there's so many
Chris
things that go to it.
Breezy.
I'm fucking weak. It's Freaky Friday. But like, bro.
why was that song named Freaky Friday?
Really?
It was
Did you not see the music video?
I
It's based off the movie. It's based off the movie.
You've never seen Freaky Friday either?
Yeah, nope.
Lindsay Lohan and...
Get it.
Wow.
We'll get to that another day. Just
Another day.
Moral of the story is
Go watch Freaky Friday. Matter of fact, no, just go watch the music video.
claim your ownership in your records and read your contracts and write your contracts effectively so you are able to get compensated and you know the matters of the situation. Don't be one of those people that's hard to work with or not being assertive enough in your initial deal. Now you have to try to weasel your way into getting money that you technically deserve, but you didn't negotiate properly, so you may not be able to
Negotiation
get.
is everything, man. Like, working at my last job taught me that for sure. Like, having those kind of talking skills, you know, negotiating with the guests. Like, I had came into shift one morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning and left at 10:40 something. Like, when I was supposed to leave at 9 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, spend that additional 2 hours with the guests to, you know, get the sale or to, you know, work with them on a deal or whatever. But, you know, you have to be able to put that kind of time in to really negotiate. So now I know that, you know, if I've done that with that, you know, and it wasn't a career that I loved, I was great at the career. Don't mean I grew to love the job, but if I could do that with that, imagine what I'm willing to do with something I fucking die for. You know what I mean? Like something I really love and will go shoot for the moon for and beyond.
Well, you see a lot of times with creative people, they don't know how to market.
Yeah.
They're great creators. They're great artists. They can create a toilet paper, walk into the store with a pencil and make that interesting. But they don't know how to sell it, so it ain't going nowhere.
That'd be a pretty badass ad to fucking. See, now I'm creating in my head. Now
Exactly.
patent pending.
or being a toilet paper roll the day niggas thought that everyone was getting COVID.
Bro, see what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas getting
patent
snatched up
pending,
like
patent
ET.
pending. We're working on this now.
Exactly. Imagine making something like a guitar string trying to find another pick so he can get played. But how do you sell? How are you going to be able to sell something like that?
Sometimes you need a guy for it. Sometimes it's not for you to do all that. Sometimes you need something.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what he said. Though. Sometimes, like, if you want to learn, you can learn. But even when you learn, it may not work out the way you want it to. So, like you said, having someone that can do this and that, that'd be good.
The learn it yourself thing is like bugs me sometimes, which is like, okay, if you want to educate yourself, go ahead. But if there's a specialist, what makes you think you can do better than that? You need the specialist.
So, okay,
That's
but
important.
I see what you're saying. And I get that 100%. That's like, if you don't know how to fix the wiring in the house, and you're being so cheap that you want to do it yourself instead of getting it actually done by someone that's been taught and learned how to do this, you're a little bit of a jackass in that case. You know what I'm saying? You watch one. Hold on. Real important point though. Real important point about that. Like, you can watch however many YouTube videos you want to and try to get it right, sure. But there's still other dangers that you may not be aware of because they didn't teach that in a 30-second YouTube video.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, like, that doesn't mean after that, you get someone to come out there to do it, and while they're doing it, you can't learn from it. You can learn from it. You know what I mean? You get that specialist out there. So, like, I get that.
Hell, be up there with them. But
Exactly.
Just,
give them their space. Of course, they don't fucking mess shit up even more, but, learn. Yeah, though.
And Dre.
Yeah, but
this is why y'all are wrong.
I was waiting. That's why you guys are wrong.
It's not even that. It's a step two beyond becoming established. So you have a point where you can't afford help,
Right.
or you may be lucky to have friends who are just doing it off the strength.
And that shit plays out after a while sometimes,
But even if you don't, well, let's go to people who don't even have any of that. What are they going to be able to do?
Damn, we all wearing black.
This is where, this is where society helps you out. Because, like, let's say I needed a service that I have no idea, but I just needed to, like, I know my shit hand like the back of my hand.
Like, you know how to, make your girl calm, but you need someone to really show you how to make it. So
hear me out. So you know how to make
Jim Jones' mom allegedly showed
Please
him how to
stop.
tongue kiss.
Please stop. I don't even want to talk about that.
Hey, he said that. He said his mom showed him how to tongue kiss. That's his fault.
We're gonna forget I said that.
Huh?
He said his mom showed him how to tongue kiss. Showed. Not recommended. Not say you gotta do this. Showed,
She could have did
allegedly.
it. She could have did it to her man in front of him. I still
Even
not.
that's weird.
That's
I
still,
hope it was that, but even that.
Even that's weird. Yeah.
Well, back to the story. So
Back to
say
the-
you know shit like the back of your hand. No one can tell you shit about that. But you realize, hey, if I integrate with this guy, like you, let's actually use actual. So you're good at making chicken. Let's say chicken.
Nice.
You can cook the fuck out of a piece of chicken, but you don't know how to deliver it. DoorDash. DoorDash is making money without you. You just tell them, like, hey, how what does it take for me to be a door? You sign up and they do it for you. Their guys get paid. Your guys get paid.
And they're always taking a percentage too. Still got to pay people for their services.
A small percentage. That makes it more. That makes it so regular people can do it now.
So do you want to, how much of a cut are you willing to take?
You're gonna have to take some cuts. Either way, if you want to go up, you're gonna have to make. If you try to learn everything yourself, you're gonna crash.
It's gonna cost your look. It's gonna cost your pockets. Like with anything. Okay, matter of fact, I'll take it on a bigger scale. Morgan, Big Morgan outside, my baby.
Okay, that's
Right?
right.
That's his truck.
That's my truck, by the way. Y'all look at her. I'm breaking your necks anyway. First car, someone hit me, right? $12,000 worth of damage. Someone hit me. Got my car back the same month. Someone T-boned me off the road from here.
You must have pimped
$16,000. $16,000 worth of damage. I had to get a new vehicle. Got a new vehicle, right? But like I had said, the first thing I learned how to drive was a truck, mind you. Like something like I got outside. And like so it was like once you drive something that big, you know, driving something smaller shouldn't feel as awkward. But it does. And I was like, you know what? I'll just work on to getting a bigger truck. My first car, okay size, sedan. Next vehicle, bigger sedan. Now I got my Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a lot of cuts to be able to get to where I'm at, but sometimes those cuts are worth it to have what you really want in life. You get what I mean? Like you had to go through something to get that bad boy or that bad gal. Because I ain't riding no dude. That's a shorty outside. That's my baby Morgan. Anyway, but you get what I'm saying? Like you had to take those cuts. Those cuts hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my car twice in 1 month and I had to get another. And then when I got my other car, Iris, I loved you, but it's not you, it's me. I lied. It was you. It was you, not me.
I didn't know how you got $12,000. They must have blew like a stack out his hand and blew a brick of cocaine out the back of the car.
No.
There must have been like a chandelier in his back of the car crushed.
But it's crazy. Like the first accident, it doesn't look like it would be that much damage. Like it was definitely a lot. I mean, the entire right side of my car was pretty. It was drivable, but like I want to it was drivable for like to get to my house, like the small little Aldi or whatever, or matter of fact, the gas station next to my house. I would not even chance really driving it across the street. Like me personally, I wouldn't chance that. I damn sure wouldn't have been driving it to work all the way over here. You get what I mean? Like, but the second accident, hell no. Yeah, I couldn't even open the door. Like that door was so badly winged in to my driver's side. Like, and this is what they told me when I was at the hospital. I never got to tell you guys this. They were like, we're surprised you don't have anything wrong with your legs compared to how dented in that door was. So, grace to God, I'm still here for that. I'm very grateful. Only thing that was fucked up was my shoulder. But yeah, but that's my entire thing. Like, you get the ugly to get what you want. You know what I mean? I said, I wanted to get what I want. I want to get a nice truck. Someday I want to get it. I hate that I had to go through what I did. Yeah. Guess what I got? I got what I really wanted. And I'm happy. I'm not getting nothing new like that for a while. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, baby steps. But you got to work for it too. You know what I'm saying? I put the work in at work. Exhausted all the time. Still showed up here. But yeah, it's a process. But
you know what's interesting? Your car. What was your old car?
First one?
Yeah.
2014 Nissan Altima SV.
Yeah, you got the package. He's getting money, all right? We only drive big dog cutting out a little. So your car, someone hit it. Like, how fast did they hit you? Like,
which is crazy. Not that fast. Well, no, I wasn't going that fast. But like, where I am, dickheads speed down that hill all the time. You can hear it from where I stay. Like, zoom all the time. Like, I will take my sweet ass time and go down that hill and turn into my area. Not trying to figure out, trying to figure out where I stay, but take that time turning in or whatever.
I don't know about that.
Because if someone's speeding behind me and they see I'm making a right, they can only wait and slow their ass down or get in the turning lane to go another way. But people will still get that lane and then shift in front of me once they see I'm turning. Like, just dumb shit. But I'm turning into my area, whatever, and I'm like, ain't no way. Like, I saw there was no car turning same time I was. I was given the go ahead. There's nothing coming at me this way. I get there, and then there's a lane divider. So like, matter of fact, since you're looking at me, the way my arm is shaped, this one, the road ends going to the supermarket. Mine goes straight down the hill. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So they were in this lane trying to get in my lane. But a lot of people don't realize that's 2 different lanes, and that ends right there. So by the time I was already in my right lane, I got hit into the middle of the street. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like, because you can't make a fast turn on where I'm at, from where I'm at going. You can't make a fast turn. Like, you literally can't do it. So even if you came from uphill, people speed around that corner too. If you sped across the street, you know, you look up to go down from over there. So people still speed across that bitch too. So I'm like, it happened. I wasn't going that fast. I don't think they were either, but they still happened to do a lot of damage. Second accident, you saw the car. Shout out to my man for being there. Him and my boy Tyler once again. Having my back.
That's Dre was always there when you needed him.
That's what I don't remember. Who called you? Like, did I call you?
Yes, you called.
I called you?
Yes.
Yeah, I fucking had whiplash.
You supposed to meet. We supposed to meet up that night.
That's right. I was supposed to meet up with you.
Yeah, talk about some business stuff, but then, you know, you got involved in the little. You was right up the corner, allegedly.
I got right there to him, and then. And that's crazy. I didn't realize how bad my whiplash was until I went to sleep that night. Like, I could not prop myself up enough. Like, neck was horrible. Lawsuit pending.
Yeah, the driver's side had a real bad dent in it. And the door, you could barely open the door.
No, they couldn't. Oh, no, hold on. You weren't there when they actually opened the door. They couldn't open the door. Like, police came or whatever. Like, my front engine is smoking or whatever. And he was like, "Can you open the door?" And I'm like struggling, trying to even keep my arm up. Because I'm like, I can't move my arm. I can barely move my fingertips. And some bitch, like, "Can you open the door?" Well, thank God I'm a righty, but I'm like, I tried, I can't. Like, I literally can't. He's like, all right, well, we got it from this side. And they're pulling. 3 motherfuckers could not pull that door open. Like, none of them could pull the door open together, I mean. Like, one tried it, another person tried it together, third person came. They couldn't get the door open. So, and I couldn't even get the window to go down so they could reach inside. So they forced the window down. I know that did more damage to my window, too. And then they pulled the door from the inside and still tried to pull it out. But they had to get a crowbar as well to pull the door out all the way too, with all 3 of them helping. So I definitely got spared, but that dent was way worse than I first realized. But gratefully, I'm still good. But yeah, that shit. I was tight. I was so tight. But I'm not going to say I dare someone to touch Morgan. Because I don't want anything to happen to my baby. But motherfucking y'all hurt. I'm telling you, anybody run into that, it's raps. It's raps, cause she gonna beat up. I'm just saying.
So now my old car might can take a little smoke with this new one. Ain't no way.
Like my dream car too. Let me get that 67 Impala or 71 Charger.
Smack.
That shit is fucking up any one of these new cars. Just one hit, done.
Yeah,
I swear cars back then were built safer.
They weren't.
I swear they were though.
Nah, a lot of those cars back then didn't even have like
airbags
or safety seats for their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit was not
Somebody
there.
gotta have seatbelts either.
I was gonna say a lot of them though. Some of those bench sheets, bro.
The damage to those cars is very like. Nigga could crash his car into a tree, but the car would be alright. The nigga probably is like a splatter on the pavement or in a tree somewhere, but the car, like...
I could be wrong about this, but I don't think people were driving that fast at that time. I could be wrong.
Nah,
I might be gassing that.
Nah, I feel like back then those that loved those kind of cars and they raced them, like especially racing. Like if you race your cars in the 90s or whatever. And it's early 2000s. How maybe even older than that, I wouldn't know. But you racing your car, whatever, and you wrap your car around a tree or something or on a pole.
You said wrapped it around.
Like, cause like I've seen some cars or whatever, like the front ends are dented, like almost wrapped around the tree, like the entire front end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
angle. Yeah, they can do that.
Like you hit it hard enough, that shit'll wrap. But like. You had to be pushing that motherfucker or got hit into that motherfucker that hit something like that hard, but bruh.
Well, before the days of fiberglass, that's all I'm saying. Before the days of fiberglass, cars are a lot stronger.
Bruh.
Well, that's because nowadays they're trying to build more electric stuff too.
Oh yeah, like my truck is almost all electric.
Yeah. And the materials that are used, they aren't as vast and built as some of these other cars are. So, for example, like a Bugatti Veyron, they build those.
This nigga cheesed hella hard.
They basically build those with, I forgot the name of the material, but they build those with just that specific material damn near around the whole car.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah, I thought it was called something else too.
They have carbotanium too.
Yeah, exactly, right. And they build that around the whole car. That's basically everything except interior.
That's a badass. Sorry, you guys, I'm professional. That's a badass vehicle. Man.
But it's mad low to the ground too.
That's the dumbest shit to me, bro. Like and I'm a big guy, so like I'll drop some weight to my car.
You can raise it too.
I'm raising my shit. I'm sorry.
When you need to clear up a certain thing like speed bumps and make it street legal, you have to raise the car because it's so low that if you don't, you won't end up fucking up a bumper.
Yeah, my thing is, what's the point? Why have a car that sits that low? Like personally, I don't get it.
It's really, honestly, in my opinion, it's not even a car you're supposed to drive. In my opinion, it's about $3 million. You don't drive that vehicle.
There's only one vehicle.
Yeah, people buy those cars and store them.
They just leave them in the house.
Yeah.
Just to say they got it.
Chinese billionaires buy them the instant they come out and just or Floyd Mayweather.
Fuckers in Abu Dhabi just like keeping it there for safekeeping.
Yeah, some people paint their joints gold and just keep it chilling, just put it up at shows, knowing I got hoes, you know. Just how it is.
I was waiting for the bars to continue.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, like shit. Here it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just riding down the street with my woes. I'm just saying.
In different area codes. Anyway.
You're not hyping it up. Y'all suck.
You gassing it.
But I saw this Volvo on the side of the road once, and then like it was flipped upside down. The tires looked like they had been rotated, and then the whole top of the car was gone. But then everybody was standing outside of the car. Like 4 motherfuckers were standing outside of the car. So it seemed like everyone made it.
Somehow, except for that fifth motherfucker that was in the engine or some shit. Matter of fact, one car that I would drive that low to the ground, I would race it in a safe spot. I knew it was safe to race. You know, not in the mountains, not I don't know, like it has to be like at a park that's like in the straight line. That's it. A skyline.
You want a Skyline?
No, I don't want one. I said I would like to drive one at least once. Like me and Tyler saw one recently.
Pretty classy.
Oh my God! Like imported everything on the right hand side, and me and Tyler are going back. We're like he was like, "Is that Skyline?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, that can't be no Skyline." I'm like, I've seen one before, like, and it was just like a sky blue, and it was an older model. Like I'm talking about like the one had like Paul Walker had in the original Fast and Furious movie. Like I've seen one of those in person.
So I think what you saw was it GTR Nismo.
No. We saw an actual Skyline, just all black. Like if I call him up right now, like it Skyline and everything on the back.
Oh, word?
Imported people, like it was beautiful. He's like, yo, Tyler was such a fan. He's like, yo, can you hit it one time? He's like, hell yeah. That shit hit, bro. Like you felt it. I'm like, bro, that shit is nice. I would drive one of those and never drive it again. I don't need to get addicted to small cars. I'm a big man.
But it's an iconic car.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Only a V6. Well, V6 give you the best like bike for the buck.
Dude, I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn as much as my truck and about as cars as I can now. Because I'm trying to really invest in my shit and make it exactly.
I'm guessing you got a big V6 in there.
I think I have a V8. Me and Tyler were talking about that too.
You got a V8?
I think so.
Damn.
I could be wrong. Sorry for the car people. Like I said, I'm still learning. But
Facts.
I do believe I have a V8 in that bitch.
Still learning over here too. I'm very much a novice in the car game, but
you never stop learning.
I was gonna say you never stop fucking learning.
Facts for sure.
Especially if you've been in accidents like I have, you definitely want to learn some shit, motherfucker. You don't, then you just bugging.
I recommend the Volvo or like a really big.
Volvo
you have a big truck now, but if you look at like the GMCs that came, these GMCs,
I cannot tell you how many trucks I test driven. Like I said, I'm a big guy right now. I had narrowed my trucks down. You know, of course, you know there's not too many brands for big pickups like the ones I like or whatever. I done test drove a GMC Sierra. That shit is so nice. Like I test drove that a few times, and I'm like, this thing is nice, but it's not exactly what I want. I would have been completely satisfied with it. I done tested a couple Ford F-250s, F-150s, some Hemis. Hemis are fucking huge, by the way. Them shits are huge. Like it's crazy how big and bulky it is on the outside. Like, you literally cannot see any car next to you. I'm like, I don't need all of that. Not yet, at least. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I'm good. I want something I could jump out of and not die 10 feet.
Oh, weak.
You know what I'm saying?
They can climb out the car, sprain it. Like,
exactly. Like, I just want to jump out the car, you know, at least be able to roll, not break my body. But anyway.
Nigga be like, yo, what's up, man? Yo.
Like, trying to do the Kiki challenge, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to actually get back in that. Let me stop. But
look like them chicks when they get out the club.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Ankles
just go. It's just done.
That's why they call it the catwalk. It's like,
but nah. Test drove a couple GMCs. I wanted to get F-150. I was looking at a couple 21s, and it didn't feel spacious enough. And then some are like purely manual pieces or whatever. Like, and I don't know how to drive stick yet. Like, my dream car is a stick shift, and I want to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Like, really learn how to ride that motherfucker, and it helps knowing. You know what I mean? Because, duh. But especially with the kind of bike I like. Like, my truck, if you like, it's like almost all electric. Like, my shit is like really, really like. I don't have a fucking or whatever. Like, I don't have nothing.
oh, you don't even have like the.
No, you know what I got? I got a knob, nigga.
Oh, you got the knob?
Yeah, I got a knob.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I know it is, but like when you're used to, you know, just
pulling,
yeah, or even from up here on your wheel, like it's definitely been an adjustment. Like, I'll get in.
The thing is with them, it's like, you know how easy it is to do this and then fuck up everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that I was nervous about.
Put your car in reverse, like.
Like, oh shit,
it's too easy. It was some things aren't supposed to be easy, bro.
Right.
Like,
right.
There shouldn't be one button for blowing up, like for sending a nuke. Like, there should be 13 buttons.
When he said blowing up, I'm like, you killing people now? What the fuck? But all right, nigga said,
Like,
all right, sorry.
Be able to, like
matter of fact,
shit.
yeah, one button to send the nuke out there, and it takes like a whole bunch of fucking combinations, and then a key card, and then a key to stop the motherfucker on command. Like, bro, it's a lot.
Yeah, and that's pretty much. It's easy to set something off, but it's not easy to stop it.
Yeah, like life, like life. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they be showing you on these movies.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They tell you, like, look.
It's right in front.
I'm not saying you shouldn't clip. That's like your homie telling me, look, I ain't telling you shouldn't clip. She bad. Like, she bad, bro. You should clip. But I ain't saying you should cheat on your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, she bad. Now, I would hit, but, you know, you got to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart about it.
Is she worth having a child with?
Nigga, I ain't doing. If I got someone, bro, I'm not stepping out, bro. Personally, I'm just not. I'm not. I just feel like he got something to say about that, and I'm not even looking your way.
I was not going to say anything.
I've never stepped out on anybody I've dated. Just
allegedly.
No, I've never stepped out on anybody I've dated.
Hope that stays the same going forward.
Yeah, I've never stepped out on anyone I've dated.
Are you sure about that?
I had to think about a childhood, like my childhood girlfriend, but no, I never stepped out.
All right.
I like how that's a cool euphemism for it. Stepping out.
Stepping out. All you gotta do is
stepped out. Really.
You know what I'm saying? Only the tip. You know what I'm saying? Just hi.
Just let me do a quick Euro step right quick, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, nigga said quick pump fake. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta just take a little side step back, like
I'm saying, you know, pretend you shooting for the high crotch and then go for a single leg instead.
So you don't appreciate my dream, so I'm gonna step back right quick, and I'm gonna step back in.
Nah, chill. I ain't doing no stepping to the bad side. I ain't doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just moving cool.
Right.
Red Beam when it came up, new K Dot.
I wanted to touch on the lucrative tips real quick.
All right.
Run those back real quick.
If I can recall, it's a little tough right now, but let me say, I know one was get your payments, read your contracts. That was one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was Just Start. That was another.
Just Start. I want to talk about the Just Start, and there's one more you said.
Boy.
Sorry, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't remember, man.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, the other one was not being afraid to take that step or go to where you need to be.
Don't be afraid to go wherever your services are needed. If that's what you're really trying to do, don't be afraid to go to a different state, different city, or different environment.
It's funny that you use those lucrative tips after the conversation we had yesterday. So I'll touch on it briefly. You know how this man is always like, you're a creative writer, you just got to get shit out there. Blah, blah, blah. I got a call 2 days ago, because we met up yesterday, right? I got a call 2 days ago from some guy that worked in the studio. I'm not going to say where, but somewhere I've always wanted to go to make my kind of music, right? And I got that phone call while I was at the table with my mother, and I don't think it really processed with her until she saw my excitement, because I had to have one of those can I think about it kind of responses, excited but you know what I mean. And it was crazy after sitting down with that person, because I said I was gonna sit down with them and talk to them, and they were pointing me in a direction that I'm already planning on going. And I was like, damn, I'm just getting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. And I'm like, nah, this is it. I'm not questioning shit, And if things don't turn out no type of way, cool. What's the worst that happened? I save my bread. I still do what I want to do. I go out to where I want it to be. You know what I mean? But it's just, it was just really, really on point for me with the lucrative tip, personally. So, and now I'm going to be doing what I can.
I'll say some, or
chasing the dream,
or maybe a lot of people are too talented for some of the cities and states they reside in.
I feel that.
And that even means some that are in the popular areas as well, because they may not get seen, they may get overlooked of the vast that is in the area as well. So, saying why I kind of brought those lucrative tips up at first, just hearing different conversations and kind of using my analyzing brain and just looking at different people, different organizations that may be in certain things, and what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to be. You might be sitting next to the next Andy Warhol or Michelangelo or Vincent Van Gogh.
I hope all of you that are listening and watching and tuning in know who they are. If not, do some research. It'll change your life. Continue.
You may be writing a song with the next Shakespeare. You never know. You play or whatever. You may never know.
Nope.
You have a lot of talent that you may be around, or you may not even know you're around, but then you see them go to the next level, like, oh, I used to know that dude, such and such.
Right.
But something in them either made them go or made them stay, that got them to that next level that they needed.
Should I stay or should I go now? I don't know why that song popped in my head. I know why, but out of all songs. Continue.
Because they're all talented. We're all talented in something.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you just gotta try different things to realize what it is.
But only a few are able to get to the next level. And it's really a small percentage when you really think about it.
Yeah.
It's small. But they get there.
And that small can still be very big. Because think about what we were just talking about. I'll take the funds now for the fame later. There's still probably a whole lot of people doing the little, not really seen as little. They're doing a lot for the biggers, for the bigger fish that are out there. You know what I mean? Their time will come, and then when their time does come, it's oh damn, they're part of a small group. No, they've been a part of the big group. They've been doing it. It's just now we're seeing them do it, and we're really acknowledging them doing it. So I feel like that small pond that's out there is still filled and heavily filled with a big flow of fish. And then you got some sharks in there that just try to feed off the competition. And so they make and forge a new a new river or a new lake, pond, whatever. Sharks aren't in lakes, but yeah, you get what I mean.
True, and they still make it and go to the next level because of what they had to do and what they realized they had to do to make themselves believe that they could do it. Because people are talented, but they may not believe in it. They may not be trustworthy and get to the next level. But something clicked, something happened where they were forced to make a decision. They were either really going to take it there, or they were just going to sit and be okay where they're at. And maybe downgrade as the years go on, and maybe be regretful when they get to a certain point that they didn't finally chase that dream or use that gift that they had to the highest extent, or gifts, plural, whoever I'm talking to that may need to hear this, to the highest potential, that set them up for life and are building things for their families that are making their lives fruitful, mentally and financially. And you have to do something once you're faced with that decision, because we all are coming to or been past or approaching that point that we have to make a decision. Are we going to really put our pedal to the metal and foot to the floor so we can go above the mountain and score? Or are you going to fall back, get trapped, and stay in the hood? Yeah. And I don't mean just the environment of the hood. I mean the metaphor of what the hood actually means.
Right. Are you going to stay at ground zero, or are you going to shoot for infinity and beyond? He's so confused right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Also, I mean, being able to analyze like where you are in life is very important. Like, it goes along with that, because if you don't see where you're going, like if you don't see the trajectory of your actions, you're never gonna even realize like that this is the time, right? It's hard to recognize things in the moment, but those people who do, I don't know if it's a formula. I don't know if they've been taught that. I don't know if it was just like luck.
Sometimes it's just it.
Right. Some people have the power. I'll call it the power to just see what's happening now. It's like, this is really what niggas do who fail. I'm doing what everyone else is doing. I realize doing what everyone else does gets you mediocrity and stuff like that. It takes a lot of. It took me till probably 24 to even start to think about like where I actually am fucking going with life. Like, it's like I have these dreams, but how the fuck am I gonna get there? And is what I'm doing now good enough?
Speaking of that, you're taking a little trip too at some point of this year.
We both are.
I'm out of here, nigga. I'm out of here.
We both are. Yeah, he was telling me yesterday. GG, bro.
At some point, you're taking the trip too. What is for your job, however, it's still something totally different than that's happened for you in a while, and now you're an adult, so you get to experience a new setting, a new lease on life, as they'll call it sometimes.
You're growing your wings, man.
Yeah, and drinking now, all those Red Bulls, you know.
Oh yeah. We're not sponsored by Red Bulls, by the way.
Oh no. But now you're building. And you're finally seeing or getting to the point of, all right, I'm either going here, I'm staying here, and maybe going down here.
It's real easy to go down there.
Hell yeah.
It's so easy.
Like, once you think, you could think a certain direction and realize, oh, I'm going down. It takes a lot more to, get your head back up and shoot for over yonder.
I know it was getting to me, and look, this. Like, I had a stack of papers, digital papers, of course. It was real paper in the end. But I was just like, damn, I got to do all this work. I looked over to my dog, Coco. I was like, look at you, so free. Don't have to worry about paperwork.
She said, I gotta worry about these fucking fleas, man.
And then she starts licking herself. Like, oh, what a life.
Like, hell yeah.
It's so easy to just say, look, this is more comfortable for me to not do shit. Let me do that. Right.
Well, you can look at it that way. However,
I'm saying that's wrong, but obviously that's wrong, but it's just easy.
Who said how the dog living is easy? A dog gotta be owned and take care of all day. That dog ain't free.
No. Notice what you just said though. You switched the words. You said that dog wasn't free, but before that, you said who said living as that dog isn't easy. To a lot of people, just being able to do what you want and have someone else come clean up after you, do this and that, that's easy. That's not the same thing as being free. Like having something easy and free are not two different things. Like that, like what's easy, what's hard won't be easy to achieve, and what comes easy will have some hardships that come along the way. You know what I mean?
Good point. The dog got it.
Like,
look, think about it. You had a nigga in your life, a woman, a male.
You just whatever.
Him, she, they. You know? And you have to pick up their shit, and if they bark, they have to go outside. And they
wait a minute. I thought we were talking about people. We went back to dogs. Okay.
Well, they kind of relate. Come on.
He said a bitch is a bitch. Continue.
They kind of got you. They kind of got you. Kind of their bitch.
It kind of relates. It kind of relates.
But sometimes it's just depending on the love. Then it's not a job. See, we can take this however many ways we want.
Who knows how to love nowadays?
Lil Wayne. That's the only one that knows how to love.
No, he sing.
You got a lot of shit. Gotta feel your heart. I love. I love. We're not about to disrespect Weezy like that, but
notice he said Weezy F baby. I just want y'all to think about that.
Weezy fucked baby?
Exactly. That's nasty. Anyway.
Weezy F.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's nasty. Anyway.
The F is for friendship. It was monogamous.
That did not make it better saying that, bro. Like, I was gonna not say anything, but I'm like, that did not make it better. All right,
the F baby and the F is.
I had a question for you guys. So if you don't mind talking about it for the podcast, we can talk about it off camera if you want to. But what is it that I didn't really get to ask Dre what all of it you were going out of town for? You said this is work related?
Yeah, gotta go out of town. Gotta catch a flight. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I got into a program, and if anyone wants to join the program, it's called Ravature. They help you get the talent, you get the skills you need to kind of move up in the tech industry. So if you need or want that, or you want to switch your career up, try Ravature.
So, like, will you be living out there, or?
Yeah. I'm actually trying to get an apartment, and it's like really crazy. You have to have what's the word? Credit.
Credit score. Good.
I don't have credit.
Yeah, you need to develop your credit score. You can do that in about a nice amount in that period of time.
However,
pick up.
The one thing they don't tell you about that is, you start missing payments on your shit, the easier it is to fuck that shit up.
For sure.
So like for me, I'm paying off my iPad because I didn't want to buy it outright. I wanted to start building myself credit. Well, I got 3 vehicles this year. I'm not saying my credit is like golden, but
Should've got a computer.
Huh?
Should've got a computer.
Yeah,
I had a computer at the time, but my shit died on me. I was so heartbroken. Anyway, but yeah, like it helps when you do shit to improve your credit score and shit like that. But like little things that you like, if you have the money to like buy a new phone or whatever, pay that off with your phone bill. And then like once you get to a safe amount where you're like, all right, I'll just pay it off right now. Do that. Like at least put a couple months in, or maybe, you know what I mean? There's little things you could do that start helping. But even if you have new credit, there are some places that, you know, and they won't tell you unless you're working with someone that's really cool. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen so many different places out here where they have like, some people will low-key tell me like, oh, we don't even check your credit as long as you're making this kind of funds, then realistically, like, you know, you can get in here. I'm like, what? Really? Really? That's wild.
They're making it really hard for me.
I mean, like, really, but that's hard. Anywhere you go.
First timer.
Huh?
First timers for sure. Yeah.
You're a first timer. Mm-hmm.
I tried to. I made the mistake of looking at a Congo.
Nigga said Congo line. Sorry, we're not racist up here.
Congo drum.
Man, everybody racist. Shut up. It don't matter.
But
I called somebody the Asian the other day. I don't even know if that's even a real
a
thing.
what?
Dark skin Asian chick. Yeah, the Asian.
Blasian?
The Asian. No.
The
Asian. Yeah.
Darjan.
The Asian. No, the Asian.
Nah, the Asian. That's
You put an extra letter in there. Darjan. Nah, the Asian.
Darkasian.
No, the Asian.
The Asian.
The Asian. The Asian. The Asian. However you want to pronounce it.
Jamaican.
That's crazy.
Jamaican. Jamaican Asian. Jamaican. No, I know they have an actual word for it though.
Creole.
Is there such a thing as Jacasian?
Jack Daniels an Asian?
No, a Jamaican Caucasian.
A Jacaucasan. A Jamacock. A Jamapela. We papu. But on the real note though, stepping back to what you're doing, I'm super proud, man. I'm glad to hear that, you're...
Hit the claps. Hit the yellow button. Hit the yellow button. Hit the yellow
I'm
button.
partially colorblind, dude.
Yeah.
I fucked that up. That was embarrassing.
I appreciate it.
I'm honestly really proud of the moves we're making, man. Because we get to look back and be like, this was a part of our lives where we were talking about doing it and, starting the process of doing these things. Because, it's easy to talk about certain things that, you say you want to do. And then it's a whole different story of actually doing them, and we're not going to say where you're going to, but Dre helped me see this. My boy Dylan helped me see this. Shout out to him. Everything that I've been wanting to, and my homegirl Cookie, she said it best. You're setting yourself up to have a place where others can go. Like you the closest people that really just need a break. But do that for yourself first. And I thought that would mean me getting my own place and establish myself as having my own place. And then, having that spare room for, a close friend, use that as an office, especially because I need it. Mm-hmm. But, in case Jay needed somewhere to stay, he couldn't stay at the house anymore. He was like, I'll work. I just can't stay here. I need to get the ball rolling for me, being outside of my own to do this. You know what I mean? But inevitably, it was still for me, but, it could be beneficial to someone else. Mm-hmm. Levels of trust there, mind you. But it had me thinking, I'm like, damn, even if it's just me, it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? And nothing ever is going to be easy, in my opinion. Some things start to feel like that over time because you've been doing it gradually and it just becomes familiar. But it always helps when you have people that are like-minded that are really trying to do the same things. So I will not be going back home, but I won't be staying here. So as you're leaving, I'm actually going to as well.
Packing it up from Raleigh.
All of us, man.
It's been nice, Raleigh.
I fucked that up. I got some but I'm moving damn near cross country, it feels. So exciting. Like,
can we say the coast?
What coast is that? That's crazy. Like, I'm still trying to process. That's more so like
west. It's west.
That is West Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
West.
I'm moving to the West Coast, but not.
Gonna be a different time zone. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh man, yeah, I thought about that too. I'm like I already don't sleep. Now I'm gonna get more sleep or some shit, or not getting it at all.
About 4 hours behind.
Hell yeah! Oh, behind.
I believe. Yeah,
I think that's behind. Yeah, I think. No. I think it's ahead. I think it's ahead.
I think it's backwards. I'm not sure.
We'll chop that up after the show. But anyway,
wait, does the sun set in the west?
Oh, don't ask me that. I'm an East Coast nigga.
Man, don't nobody know where the sun really sets.
The sun sets in her eyes after I give her a long, beautiful gaze and put that dick between her thighs.
Nah,
gotcha.
The sun sets after she gets wet. All right.
That's kind of vague, bro. How wet we talking? We talking like put your toe in it, or like oh, I'm about to dive in. Like,
what enough to make the ocean flow?
Ocean floor. But if you're in the ocean, are you wet? I thought you're only wet when you come out the ocean.
Is water wet?
Is water wet? Bro, we could be here all day having these high ass thoughts anyway. But no, I'm super stoked for us, man. Like I remember a couple years ago, you know, just doing this shit in my fucking room on college and
In the dorm.
in dorms and shit.
The guest in the dorm.
And look where we are now. We're actually at a fucking studio. You know what I mean? So like, things take time.
Well, when people say it's water wet, like, do I not know what wet is?
That's how I felt, bro. That's what I felt when I first heard this shit, bro. I'm like, it's water. I mean, like, if I spit on my hand is wet. All right. If she swallow your dick, I'm sorry, I'm vastly inappropriate. I'm sorry.
If she swallows, does that mean she is coating, or is she ingesting? Words to think about.
Yo, this podcast ain't shit, bro. Oh, I forgot what it is you said. No, it wasn't you. You said it one of our podcasts or whatever. But it was like it was an under your breath comment, and my brother like he called me dying about this shit. Fuck, I really gotta go back and ask him. I'm like, but it was like we were all talking or whatever, and you were like, and then you did this or whatever. It was I think it was something I did, and you were like on that allegedly bullshit, and then you were like, I was trying to explain myself, and you were like. And then you did this. Like, oh, then he did. Oh, okay. And I'm like, no, I didn't do this. I wasn't trying to do this. You know what I mean? It was something along those lines, but I don't know. I just thought about it, but oh my God.
There's no embargo on
trade agreements unless they were done improperly.
Repita, por favor, señor.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna be honest. He said there's no embargo.
There's no tariff on pussy. When I said that.
Oh, if it wasn't that before, it definitely gonna be now. 'Cause I can hear him saying, "Nah, dead ass."
Oh, bro, you know what's crazy? My friend is in Dubai, and like they just stopped this. This year, they just stopped this. If you're over there and you have sex without being married, and you get caught,
It's different.
yeah, the parent, the dad will kill the daughter. They
Fuck, I look like going to Abu Dhabi, bitch.
They were doing that a year ago.
Oh, they no longer do that.
But a year ago though, they just
They living in them Roman times, nigga.
It's culture. It's culture. That's their
Like,
culture.
and it's crazy. You can make fun of it all you want, but it's like that culture, their rules. You know what I mean? Like
just like the rumor that used to go around when we was kids. If you was messing with them chicks that used to wear the scarf over their head, they, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The dad allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Chop your man meat off allegedly.
Oh shit!
all right, so where I'm
That's
from,
hardcore.
like, I've heard some other shit, but I don't know what type of shit y'all country niggas on with people wearing hijabs out here. But I know what my people wore back then with those thoughts.
Oh, for
Like,
the dick.
Osama.
What?
That's why I never even considered messing with one of them. I'm just like, nah.
No. When I say that, you guys, I'm not saying that to be making fun of anybody that wears the hijab.
But that's why they get married at 13.
Yeah, I wasn't making fun of
marriages.
your culture. I was just saying, like,
And
I know people that did.
Is the approval rate higher though?
What's the approval rate?
With the arranged marriages, is there a higher success rate?
Listen, I
Well,
don't
when
want
the
to talk about
penalty is
that.
death.
I don't want to talk about that shit. That's how I. Let me stop.
Still
Talk
though,
about that.
if you
This is the shit I'm talking about. Just because it gets results doesn't mean it's the best way.
true, but you see what the opposite does. It ain't no better. It's even
With
worse.
Steve Jobs, you see niggas flying out the 10th floor of the Macintosh building. He wasn't working hard enough, so he got kicked out the top. It was like, of course it's gonna work, but that's not the best way to approach that.
I mean,
Well, what's the alternative then, sir?
Anything is better than that.
Well, is it?
This nigga Dre. It's all fun and games to you, the one flying off a 10-story Macintosh building.
I'm not flying off 10-story Macintosh because I don't need to fly off a building, first of all. Second of all, when it comes to picking and having the right person for their lives, so allegedly, so to speak, you have ones who picked. You have the pools picking, and you have the ones who have the range.
you have the ones that got chose last for dodgeball, and the ones that were immediate pickups. And then they realized, oh damn, they're actually pretty shit. I should have went with something else.
And you have the one with
And then
unlimited choices,
and then you go dating them for a couple of years, and it's like, fuck, what did I do? I'm not in my bag or anything. I'm just stating a point.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna the results are right in front of us.
I mean, we'll take it like this.
I understand. I understand it's gonna work, and the results are phenomenal. Or are they phenomenal?
How do you know it's going to work?
Listen,
Because
I'm not saying it's right
my
or wrong
wife
in
could
between.
be disappointed with, like, because it was chosen for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a world, especially right now, where people don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, the society hoes, yeah.
No, see, you took it to the hose. I'm just talking about in general.
No, I don't mean
They told us to
alright.
wear a mask and be
get it.
maxed up. We're in the building right now, no mask on.
Yeah. Hold on, let me explain the hoes point right quick.
Go for it.
I don't mean hoes as in every woman's a hoe. I mean hoes as in the whole mindset.
So do I have a whole mindset? Don't answer that.
Well, you already answered your own question.
I
now.
didn't. I didn't answer it.
It's-
It's ignorant to even ask that question.
Now, a whole
That what you
mindset.
just experienced was the Dre delay. Dre will say some out of pocket shit and
Dre
expect
delay.
us to be okay with it. And then there's a pause for a second, and then he explains himself. That, my friends, is the Dre delay.
I think we have the episode. I think we have the episode title right here.
Yeah, the spinoff series coming soon, coming later this
Oh
month.
man! Shout out to my homegirl giving me Chronicles. That does not sound right. Shout out to my.
This nigga should have on some fucking camos with the amount of times he comes out of pocket. He needs a nigga needs a shirt full of pockets just to come out of.
Welcome to Out of Pocket. Welcome to Out of Pocket.
Out of
Out of
pocket.
Pocket.
You have now just experienced a Dre delay.
Thank you for visiting the Out of Pocket.
In the morning.
I like that. My name's Dre. No, let me stop.
Oh, man.
Bro, like, there's so many things. All right, so on to what you were saying about Abu Dhabi, right?
Right.
How they just stopped doing certain things. How do you
There's a nigga with a
feel?
machete like, no.
They were like, no. We stopped this. By law, we stopped this. That was so racist. I'm sorry.
Man, everybody racist, man.
Nani
Who
got my
gives a
kutita.
fuck?
Sorry.
Probably somebody talking about us right now. Like, these dark-skinned motherfuckers.
I feel bad for the nigga who got his head cut off like the day
That day
before.
But like, imagine. All right. How do you feel about some religious cultures that if their daughter gets pregnant?
Came out after a weekend. Like they let Friday pass. Let's let these few niggas die real quick.
That's fucked up.
Breaking news: the record of beheadings has amassed 15 million.
That's
They open the clubs up and shit.
that's pretty immaculate right there. Like that's they took that eradication level to a whole new point.
Population has decreased by 5%.
That's fucking.
And I heard women aren't really like that's not a place to bring to bring like your girlfriend because they don't have the same type of rights that women do over here.
Yeah, they can't be hoes over there, allegedly. Unless
They can't do shit.
Okay, but hold on. This is my point to that. Like, how do you feel about some cultures that, like, if your daughter gets pregnant before she's married or something, or like if she's a teenager and gets accidentally pregnant, how do you feel about parents forcing their child to have that abortion because it's against their religion or whatever? How do you feel about that?
Hey, my code every single my culture. I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. It's not my place. It's not my place to say.
It's not to say how I feel about it because then you get into
What gives you? The
I'll
right
put
to
it to
say
you this way. I don't even know where I come from. And my culture, for real. How can I counter and talk about somebody else? I don't even know where mine's is.
No. It's not a matter of talking about it. You can state your opinion because since they live here and they live in a place where it's quote freedom of speech.
Allegedly, yeah.
So, with your free voices, allegedly, say how you feel. Like, personally, I think it's pretty rough on the kid to do that, but it's still on the kid, for not being safe. And plus, things happen. They could have been a forcible encounter.
True indeed.
You know what I mean? Like
true,
that could have been forced on her. You know what I mean? Like it didn't have to be her choice. It could have happened, And then people will be like, okay, well, why was she there? That's not the point. The point is, she said no. They said yes. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna take it out on the kid. You gonna take it out on the shorty that's pregnant? Like
in Dubai, they would have got her head off.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna give it to her
How's that
and
for
not
child abuse.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
It
know
takes
how
two.
how
But it takes two
soft
people
American
to do
is.
that. Like
If you whoop your kid, that's child abuse. Over there, they're chopping kids' heads off.
Bro, yo, let me tell you. I told my nephew when he turned 16, listen, you get old enough to talk back at me, I'm hitting you dead in your chest.
You're old enough to get your head chopped off.
I ain't say all of that shit. I will flat out say because I'm in the States, Dubai, you're bugging the fuck out.
So, question:
They just.
How do y'all feel about abortion in general?
I personally feel like women, it's your body, it's your say. You inevitably have the final say, but allow us just to have the conversation. Don't take us out the conversation. The same way you would hate, the same way, like, take it, you're shorty, right? You're shorty in this case. The same way, let's say we're, hold on, let's say we're dating, right?
No!
All right, no. Let's say you got a shorty, right? You got a girl, all right. You know what I'm saying? You slip up one night, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And she come to
That's
you.
not where I was going with it, all right?
And she come to you and she said, "Oh, we're expecting what? Oh.
Because you see how different it is, like when you want to say, like, because you see how different it is when you want to say no versus how they say when they want to say yes. Like, yes, I want to have this. No, I'm not ready for it. No, we're not ready for this. You know what I mean?
I think two people.
That's why I said women should still have the conversation with men, and both parties think reasonably. But after all, that final decision is her. It's her body. She's carrying and bringing that baby to term, and she could not make it. There's a chance there's a chance that she won't be allowed to see that baby. Childbirth is an amazing thing to go through, and it is a little too easy for your heart to stop in the process. So, like, inevitably for me, because of that too, they get the final say.
I
But
mean,
I feel like the conversation should be made.
Yeah, if it takes two to tango, that's the famous term. I mean, look, if two niggas made the baby. I think at the end, like, it doesn't really
Shut
matter.
up, Dre. You know what he was saying, bro.
Yo,
you said it take two niggas, and this nigga started laughing instantly. Like, if you look at the playback, he like,
why you couldn't let me have that?
nah, bro, because you get us all the time, bro.
Well,
I know what
I'm
you
thinking
mean.
through the future.
I know what you.
When niggas have say no, but it takes two to tango, bro. So y'all have to both be in agreement, and that's tough sometimes because sometimes the guy runs off.
Seen that. I took interest in it. Ooh, shut up. Continue.
But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about abortion. I think it's too complex a topic because some people feel bad for the kid who was about to be born and they don't get their shot. And then I just think,
but
of all
would
the
you
other
want to
kids
bring
that
a
didn't
life
get
into
shot
this world
who just got
when
nutted
you
on
know
carpet?
Whoa,
kind
hold
of
on. Nah,
abortion.
say that again.
Like people, like some people feel bad for the kids,
Right.
who didn't get their shot.
Okay.
There was 1 million sperm that didn't get their chance. Why is this motherfucker so important?
The little
Take it like this. Imagine that nut that you bust on that tissue.
The little white
And
nigga
they're
that
like, I'm like, quickly, we gotta find the egg. Oh no, we're being flushed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I don't want
What
to
about all
treat
of
it
those?
insensibly. But I think it's too complex a topic.
we put
to
it there. We
decide
should
what
have
life-
because it took us to implant.
Without
that-
our
that-
nut,
that
no
child
kids,
there.
no kids come to the force. Without our nut, kids don't happen.
I'm saying, yeah, and it takes them developing in them.
They get the
in
bad
women.
part of the stick. There's no question about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I say they should always have the final say, no matter what. But I feel like because it took me and you to create this life, and it wasn't just you by yourself. Like, I had a
In
process.
theory,
in it.
that's
You know what I mean?
dead on the money. Like that's the way things should.
Should, but that's not how it always is. Because I
Let's think
literally
about who
have
got
met
the worst
people.
end of the stick in America.
Good point.
Do we ever get our say?
But like, I'm just saying on a point that I've known people to, let's say, have an abortion, and the person they were with, they never said anything to the person they had sex with to even create that life. Sometimes it's because they don't know who it was. That's just, and that happens apparently. I don't know anything about it, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, it could be Devin or Keto or James or Dre or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to say Jay, but Dre came out. Sorry.
This nigga loves putting this.
You could have said
I was trying to say Jay, but Dre came out.
Could have said water. Could have said
okay, this nigga
Tennessee.
Oxford.
So there's a billionaire.
Wow, that's crazy.
There's a billionaire.
He said Tennessee, and I
there's a
said
nigga up
Oxford
and
at the
there's a
same
bum.
time.
So you're the bum.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, it could be anything. Like, can you imagine when that shorty die? You know what I'm saying, I was telling you this the other day. Like, that shorty die, go to heaven or whatever. And, you know, she thinks she cleared for her sins. But the person she meet at the holy gates, at the heavenly gates, they're like, "What's up, ma? I didn't have any kids." Oh yeah, that's right. Like, oh,
Coming out of Coney Island.
Comes out of Coney Island, my nigga. Like, I hate y'all, bro. You see these dogs in the front yard, my
Just
nigga?
know I'm going hard.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. That mean hide your wife, hide your girlfriend.
Shit.
But nah, like, I feel like you listen, and I've heard this several times too. Like, he would not have been a good father. Okay, so I get that. Let him know that.
I hate niggas see the future, bro.
They just assume this nigga's gonna be a fucked up dad. Now,
Like,
granted,
because,
past
like-
behavior may have led to that conclusion. Fair.
Okay, now, but with that being said, why were you with him to begin with if you knew shit like this could happen?
If they got their marriage arranged, then it wouldn't have fucking
No,
happened.
that's not what I'm saying.
man,
On the marriage
Dre's
range, that's
going-
different. But like,
Nah. What I meant to say was, since she was allowed to pick, she picked fucked up niggas allegedly, and now she letting niggas nut in her because accountability on both sides wasn't had, and now it's faced a situation of, do I have this baby or not? Do I have the abortion? Do I put the baby up for adoption? Do I keep?
either way, because
I
look,
think if you have it and you can, you should fight your
'Cause
hardest.
at the end of the day, they always know these niggas ain't shit, and vice versa. These niggas know these bitches ain't shit, or these women ain't shit, vice versa, whatever.
We're all
But they
not
still in the, no, we're not being. I'm not accepting that. No, we ain't.
Not
So,
we as men,
yeah,
we
nah.
as people.
yes,
certain
yes,
qualities. So yeah,
yes.
certain qualities.
Yes.
It
certain
takes you
qualities.
a long
It takes you a
time
long
to figure
time,
out you
bro.
are not. First of all, to correct you not being shit, you have to figure out you're not shit, and that's hard. That's a hard.
I done
lesson.
took it. Hell, I done did some shit I'm not proud of, but I'm becoming the
Some
shit.
niggas never get the lesson.
Yeah, but the you ain't shit is a whole discography of life of you ain't
Do
shit.
you replace the toilet paper roll if you're in the bathroom and you use the last slice of toilet paper? Do you replace the roll? Yes or no?
Yes. nigga.
Every time.
Nah.
It's my fucking bathroom.
Well, whose bathroom is it?
It's my bathroom.
Let's say hypothetically it's your mom's bathroom. You replaced it every time.
Now, one thing I do is I'll
You have to take
leave.
the mic off for that shit.
One thing I do is I'll leave a little bit of food in a bowl because I'm gonna come back and use that bowl for something else later.
I hate that shit.
See,
What?
Dre, you're not shit.
See, look,
It's
mine
a certain,
not
it's
shit,
a
man.
certain
that-
quality of me that has a little ain't shit little sprinkle on it. I get you, but me as a whole,
No,
that
therefore,
ain't
no,
shit.
but therefore, there's a piece of you that just ain't
You're
shit.
a really good person. But
You
at
still
the end
ain't
of the
shit
day,
for that.
we're all
Like, I tell you what, look.
I'm still not
You know what I ain't
accepting
shit for? Like, you know, have sex with a shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling it. I spit on her back and told her I came. I ain't shit. I haven't really done that, but I'm saying that's an ain't shit kind of thing, bro. I've never done it, but I'm just saying. Like, you ever see that Shrek meme when he spit on her back?
that's
But no, like,
Spin a cycle.
bro,
been on a cyclone.
nah, bro. Listen.
You're on the top of the Burj Khalifa, right? It's the tallest building in the world.
Of the what? Mia Khalifa? What?
He's on the.
See, this nigga would say that.
You're on top of me.
Is that not what he said? I thought you said you're on top of Mia Khalifa.
That's
I'm
not
like,
what he said. That's not what he said.
We was just talking about nuts and
That's
shit.
not
I'm
what he
like,
said.
all right, Mia Khalifa. I don't know how we got here, but okay.
It's not what he said
What about
at all.
Khalifa did you say?
It's not what he said at all.
And you only have $100 left, and this nigga is about to jump off the Burj Khalifa and saying,
the
if only
tall
I had
building.
$100,
I feel like a dickhead
if
now.
only I had $100 more, I could save. You only have $100 left. If only I had $100 more, I could save my mom from getting breast cancer, and I won't jump off this building. Would you give him that $100?
That ain't
Possibly.
That's
I don't
tough,
know.
dog. That's tough, dog. Hey, hey, you be good, dog. You safe out here, dog. I need
Nigga said,
that 100.
nigga said, you only short about $100 and the bank won't let you fucking finance that 100?
Nah, but look, if it's my last 100 too, I'm gonna have to think about it though. But if it's not my last 100, all right, whatever. If I need that 100 to get home and I have no other way to get home,
He's
that
gonna
day,
die. What the fuck about you getting home? He's going to die.
I might get killed too, nigga. What the fuck?
Because look, if he don't die, what if there's animals at the bottom of that candy that are hungry? They got something to feed on till I get home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, real talk, me personally, I say shit like that clowning, but like, I'm the same type that if I'm driving and I see you really need it and it's brick outside, I'm giving you something. I'll give you some food or something. Like, I probably gave this one homeless lady $100 recently.
Actually, not doing that doesn't mean you're not shit. But at the end of the day, it's hard.
Being conservative,
to
you
be
get viewed.
a
You're
great
your own judge in that sense.
person.
I'll touch on the ain't shit topic a little bit more. So,
Put it in your notebook.
you know when you're around chicks and y'all happen to be in the outside environment.
Nope, because I ain't shit.
And
I mean, because I'm shit.
You know when the chick says she's cold and you have a jacket on and she's kind of hitting you.
Damn, bitch, you should have brought one.
I never gave my shit up.
Nah, I love the cold. I've done it before.
It was cold. It was raining a little bit outside.
That's
and
different.
She was like, she's cold. I was like, shit, that's tough. In my head, I said that.
Yeah, I can't unfollow him. This nigga said, in my head. I
She
still
said-
didn't do it, but
She
in my
said
head.
it twice too. She's like, I'm cold. I'm like, oh shit.
Hello, you cold? Cold. All right, let's go into
Cause
this
I ain't
building.
have a jacket. I had a hoodie on. Cause I was taking my shit off. I was gonna be cold too. So what the fuck?
Somebody's gonna have to suffer.
And she mad little. That hoodie's biggish. She was like this tallish.
Nigga, so you could have told her, to bundle up, bitch, get in.
Man, I ain't about to smuggle the bitch.
The
You
bundle
know
up,
that.
bundle up, bitch doesn't work in 2021. Bundle
You're
up,
right,
bitch is
because
erased.
it's 2022.
Oh, what?
In 2022 either. I know what date it is.
I don't want to smuggle, but still, I mean,
Nigga, someone her size,
that's crazy. This nigga.
she'll fit. Yeah, I don't know who I was talking about.
What you gonna put her in your pocket? What you gonna do?
Hell yeah.
Where she's safe. It's like,
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said it's about to happen.
She would, imagine her in my truck. That'd be ridiculous. Matter of fact, Destiny, I can't remember her name, but it was a short Destiny. Her and her younger sister ended up going to the same high school we did. And the first time I met her, she had a small ass truck. Like, she had a huge truck, and she was about this little. And I remember we were on a bus, and I'm like, this little bitch is in this big ass nigga. Like, bro, I was like, ain't no way, ain't no fucking way. And I saw her at my job recently, and I'm like, Destiny? She's like, Travis? I'm like, oh my God, you know my name. I think you were gonna remember me. We had a couple classes together, but you know how some people you just like you doubt you were like a speck on their glasses to really see. Like, it was just like that's how I felt. I'm like, okay, cool. I remembered. She was like, "Were you always this big?" I'm like, "You mean this way or this way?" She's like, "Both." I'm like, "No." Yes and no.
oh, we.
Moral of the story is,
Live fast, die young. Bad girls do it well.
don't take a spin on Cyclone if you don't have to.
Oh, shit.
Nigga.
The Coney Island Cyclone.
Hey,
Fuck Coney Island, nigga. Come to that. Yo, real talk. No, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
It was wild.
I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. Because power got me fucked up. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
Oh, shout out to
She gave me knowledge.
He make it a little easier. You make it a little easier.
oh shit. Damn. Chris Brown would be a legend if he didn't get Rihanna speed nuts. All right.
He's still gonna be, bro.
Is
The same way Michael Jackson's gonna be a legend, even though the quarterly touched that little boy. I believe he was touching our wives and girlfriend. I believe he was touching our kids, but
yeah, and R. Kelly still won when he peed on somebody too. Yeah,
that's different though. This thing, yeah.
still a legend. What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's still let you not taking that title away from him. Like, but some of his music, I just can't listen to. Like, I can listen to the music,
Understandable.
but I can't not think of certain shit. Like,
Seems like you ready. Who's he talking about?
thank you. It seems like you're ready.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Who is he talking to?
You're 12 hours ready. Like, no, bro.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Who is he talking to?
Bro, like, listen.
Oh shit!
It's getting hot in this kitchen. like, bro, like. Bro.
Who's in the car, sir? Who's messing with the ignition in the car, sir? Huh?
Mama rolling that body, got every.
Who's really stepping in the name of love with you, sir?
Step in the. Who you sending a radio message to? Let me know. You want to eat that cookie like an Oreo? Why are you referring to pussy as a
So
cookie?
how old was the girl you and Usher were sharing?
Same girl. Same girl.
Bro,
Oh,
that's one of my
shit.
favorite songs. And I hate that it's one of my favorites. But this nigga
shit.
said, how old was the girl that you and Usher were sharing? Oh my God. Nigga went to the very detail, you know, like she got a what you call it on her? She got a birthmark right here, you know, below her tit, you know what I'm saying? Her little A-cup wannabes, like, bro, what? Like, bro, like I said, there's a couple of songs that it's just like, bro, like, you can't not tie it to, you know, him messing with someone younger, bro. Like, it seems like you're ready, bro. I just really can't.
Who was he talking to when he said he was a Pied Piper of R&B?
See what I'm saying? Like, and then you want to say, you saved
what?
me. You saved me. Who saves you from getting caught the first time?
Who was he telling he believed he could fly?
Oh, man, he was telling someone that come fly on his date. They wanted to take a ride on the fucking Cyclone right there for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just proves you can have so much money in the world or whatever. And I can't, you know, get on that. I can, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I'm not going to because everyone else is going to do that for him. He fucked his life up. But I feel like the same way you can't choose who you fall in love with, you can't choose, you know, what you get addicted to. You can try to, you know, prevent certain things or whatever when you're in certain positions to do that because you can physically get yourself help.
Yeah, figure
because you have the funds to do it now. But like,
I understand. What he did to others was probably done to him.
okay, I get that, but does that give him the right to do the same
No,
thing?
I'm not saying that at all.
You know what I mean?
But the brain is
Monsters
too
only
complex.
learn from monsters.
Nah.
And they don't know how to beat. Once they learn that, it's really hard if they don't get the help to unlearn it.
Right.
Nah, but I'm not saying not unlearn it. It's like, you understand? Okay, you have and I'm not saying this is okay. Like you have a thing for underage girls. That sounds gross coming out of my mouth. You have a thing for underage girls. Okay, that's something that you know. Don't bring your kids around me. Like don't bring your kids around this person that's like that. Like listen. But how do you tell someone too? Like, I have a fetish for this, like, or I like this, I feel sick about it, or I don't feel sick about it. I just don't think it's wise for them to be over here. Because like, if you know you have something going on with you, and like, part of you should be wanting to get away from that situation that's gonna fuck your life up. Part of you
Right.
should. You get what I mean? But you allow yourself to stay in that kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
But you coupled that with somebody who's masterfully talented at what they do, and they get money and power.
so what? I mean, because like at the end of the day, now the deeds are done. These are grown ass women that have went through this. You know what I mean? But it's like, technically, you got away with it when you did it, but now years later, you're suffering consequences for it.
You know, and there's another thing in like with different cultures.
Once again, I'm not supporting that.
I believe in Dubai it's legal to marry like what we would consider a minor.
Yeah, but they're different. I'm not saying it's right, but they're different over there.
Okay, taking
They're
that
different
over
there.
what, over 90 plus years ago?
R. Kelly's
there were
different over here. He wouldn't be different over. I actually, as a matter of fact, I think he would be different over there, just for like in a religious way. Like he's
Well, because he was Christian, he was saying, "You saved me." Now he got to sing something in whatever language they speak over there. I'm not trying to be racist. I don't know.
but culture does kind of like blur the lines of what actually we should be like.
Okay, but look
about.
at this country. Look at this fucking country. Like 90, well,
There's no
80,
culture.
90 years ago, there were some people that, were marrying 16-year-olds and they were well into their 40s or some shit. Men marrying these young girls so they can give them some children.
Yeah.
I like how
I know the
fast we
stories.
became non-Neanderthals like 40 years
Oh,
ago.
man.
It was Jim Crow and slavery.
There you go.
And then you take 40
What's
years
wrong
from
with
that,
that
niggas
now?
was marrying 16-year-olds. Now all of a sudden we feel like
Niggas was betting people younger than them. Like, where the fuck do I be getting this terminology from? I said lay, I said stepping out, I said betting. I feel like when you say fuck and you say children, those are two words that should never be used in the same sentence. I think that's what it is.
except for that dude who said no to giving 1 cent to No Kid Hungry Foundation. He said, "Fuck those kids." I don't give a fuck what I don't care what actually came out of his mouth, but that's what he said.
We thank you all for watching and listening to this podcast. If you want to know where you can find us, everything is in the description. And also, we appreciate you all for watching and viewing the show. If you want to support us, you can like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Donate. That information will be in the description. And y'all have a great morning, evening, and night. This is a 2.5 LLCs podcast. I'm Dre, Zoe, Trav at AMI Studios. We appreciate you. We're out of here.
Thank you. And go ahead, be on the lookout for my new album, just saying.
Okay.
And beyond.